I have 362 subscribers. That math ain't nothing. That math ain't nothing. I should have like 20 subscribers. Good morning, Jay Becker. Let me know if there's anything you want me to look at, because I would appreciate knowing that so that I could look at it and stuff. Yeah, because this is still all I have on Bitcoin. I don't really have anything new on Bitcoin. I mean, I have like a couple of. I mean, there's always stuff to learn from a chart, but I don't have anything new on it. So there's not a lot of point in spending any time over here on this chart. There's not a lot of point in spending the time. I recommended about a dozen people your way over the past months. Well, I appreciate that, Jay Becker. Now, having said that, I mean, I normally do, unlisted links, I think is what they call them, some bullshit like that. So a lot of times people, let me put it this way. I have all those subscribers, and the vast majority of them probably cannot access my streams. Yeah, I don't know. Like, see, part of me is like, are we gonna get something out of like this little section here right below this low, and get some kind of lift out of some sort of lift going on here? Um, yeah, maybe, but I don't think that lift takes us up over this high. And so by default, that means I don't think it really takes us up over that high either. No, I don't. I suspect down. That's what I suspect. I'm suspecting the downside. Yeah, that's what I'm suspecting. What? Oh, yeah. There's something else I wanted to say. Yeah, just because, just in the matter of like just sort of a simple range kind of idea. You set a low and you set a high. We creep back down. We don't pull the low, but we do achieve like discount of the range. Yeah, pretty deep into discount, and then you come back up and pull the high. And so, yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it run the low again. And I am absolutely looking for a long off of that low to see if we can just continue to, sort of range out in here and see what happens. Do we go up or do we go down? I'm fine with either one of those scenarios. Zero complaints from me in that department. But yeah, that's all I'm looking at on. That's all I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Anthony Soprano, top of the morning, and I hope I did have a nice holiday, and I hope you people did too. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, share out those market structure videos all you guys want to, because those things are those should be public links. Anybody should be able to watch those. Yeah, anybody should be able to watch those. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I don't have anything else to talk about. That Avi trade, I think, for the last time I was on here, that did end up being a bit of a slammer. I didn't take it, but it did end up being a bit of a slammer. Yeah, y'all gotta. It's gonna be a short stream if you don't give me so. You guys gotta give me something to look at. I guess you don't. I can stop being lazy and go look at some. Be an independent person and go look at my own assets. What do we got on ADA? No, no. No, I want lower on ADA still. I do want lower on ADA still, considering that this section of price, when interacted with, could not take us up over a high that created it. So we just kind of come up and start going back down. So I do want lower on ADA still. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. So make some sense of the local structure here. Can you look at the hey Brew, can you look at the alt that's going to pump the hardest next? uh, you know, I probably could. Well, I mean, let me put it this way. I think if we were to take a look at like market caps, stick to the top 20, and find the one that reduced the most over the last. Let me see here. What would it be? The most this month. Let's take a peep here. Let's do it. Let's do it. I accept the challenge. I have accepted the challenge. Boom, 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 boom. So here's one that took a absolute tumble this month. This one took a absolute tumble face this month. Yeah, that's down 63% this month. So let's wipe this chart. We can. I mean, we had this spot idea here. Whatever. I guess we can keep that. I'm kind of partial to these, so I'm trying to hold on to those. And let's take a look here. Let's clean some of this stuff up. So, you have a very notable high, you have a very notable low, you have a very notable high that got close to that one without taking it. So you definitely have yourselves a range up in here. Gosh, it's just unfortunate though. This is not a good place to expect bouncing from. With all those lows stacked right there. It's probably not a good thing to expect bouncing from. Bummer. When it does pump, it probably will pump quite a bit to the face. But I fear it's coming back for all this stuff. I fear it's coming back for all that stuff. So that's probably not going to be a go. What's this other one? Tia? What's up with Tia? Is Tia in a similar position? Is Tia in a similar position? Dude, good Lord, Tia, what are we doing here? What are we doing, man? What are we doing? I mean, I guess I'm trying to think over order flow objective wise. I suppose if this here took out that there, then like, okay, but it's so weird to see a clean Model 1 that is like returning for its low. It's just weird to see that. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, like this was my last spot where I was like, this should be. Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting. All right, let's get in here a little bit closer. No, I'm not looking at my chat. Let me get back to my chats. Boom, 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 boom. Put that up there. Is there a potential long trade in the near future on Tia? Not one I love. I mean, it literally needs to turn around like right now, right now. Specifically, right here. It really needs to turn around there, but But I don't like what's happening locally here, because it's like you have a chance to turn it around. Right, blah 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 blah. You have a chance to turn it around right here. So why are we coming back and breaking that low, right? I guess possibly to hit this guy, but that's a shit trade, right? Because now you have to um, come above this. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe let's check the two. So maybe if you can flip out of here, get rid of my fucking horrific squiggles here. I don't know though, man, because on a Friday for it to come up and pull all this liquidity up here, to then pull all the liquidity down here, to then run it back up to this, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'm trying, bully. I'm trying. I have accepted the challenge and I am trying. But it's not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, so Injective is down 30% this month. Do we have better news on the Injective chart? We got better news on INJ. Step out to the 4, recalibrate ourselves. What was that? Oh, this was, we were hoping for these lows to hold and come up. Didn't work. Didn't work. Okay, so we can get that off of there, but we can. God damn it! See, they all have such shitty presentations, though. Great area demand, love it. No issues with it. Really good place to start reversing structure out of. It would have been a great place to start reversing structure out of. Okay. But as we come down and hit it, we leave the low. That sucks. And then we come up. We form a one single hump. This guy here, this here, form that there. Come back down, come back up. Can't clear it. Order flow objective that low. I don't see any reason for that low to hold it up. Might as well take this one and this one too. So quite likely this more looks like this, unfortunately. Cover shop, you could probably cover that high right there. Unfortunately, it looks a little bit more like that. Obviously, the safer trade is covering that high there. But yeah, so that sucks. This isn't the one. This is not the one we're looking for. As a matter of fact, I think it just lost like almost about a 1 hour structure up there. Is it 1 hour? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, she go down. Down. That's a down 2. And the bloodbath continues. They continue to bleed. Bully, I'm failing you, bud. I'm failing you. Maybe we need to look at the ones that pumped the most this month instead of the ones that dropped the farthest. XRP, really, huh? Okay, all right. What's up with the XRP? Yeah, that's the button I want. Nope. Nope. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Oops. Start repurposing this stuff. I think this means that I ultimately want price there. I think that's what that's supposed to tell me, or lower. Or lower. Hmm. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Same fucking problem, right? Same problem. I'm not going to drop to the 15, but you had an opportunity to flip your 15-minute structure here. Well, I mean, like, let's put it, you did flip your 15-minute structure, okay? You did. And then it fucking failed. Yeah. Flipped it, hit its last point of supply, and failed. Oh, well, Bully, it's not going well, bud. It looks like down everywhere. I'm stuck in an ETH long and didn't take enough profits at 4K. They're probably going to run the rest of the easy downside liquidity before up again. You know what, Bully? You're probably right. You're probably right. Let's take a peep at that old ETH chart. You have a kind of an odd internal range here. I mean, but I'm with you, dude. I don't know if it makes sense to hold. Um, I don't know if it makes sense to hold this range. This internal one here. No, I don't. I mean, like here's the trouble. This is the position of every chart I've looked at so far, and so let's just talk about this, right? We'll use the XRP chart. Boom, 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 boom. This section right here, okay. Let's do that with a path tool maybe, so it's a little more or a little less sloppy. We go bingo, we go bongo, and we go bingo with the bingos and the bongos, and then we turn around and we break. Reversing order flow from higher highs and higher lows to lower highs and lower lows. So the general problem we have right now is so far there is only the lower high. We don't have a lower low yet. And so because generally speaking, these order flow objectives have switched from trying to run things like this to trying to run things like this. So because of that flip, so far everything just has its next lower high and does not have its lower low yet. And so because it has not put in its lower low, there's just nothing to long yet for me. Nothing long. And furthermore, I think the next longs that come are longs to lower highs for lower lows, right? So even if I do see, lifting in internal range points or let's just pretend there was, demand down in here. Even if I do, once I see a lower low, if I see lift coming off of it, I'm still expecting a lower high for a lower low still. So I would, yeah, it's everything I'm looking at so far says focus short. Zoom out. My SL is 2,900. Okay. I mean, yeah, dude, I think they're coming for you. Oh, well, I mean, boy, that would be it's in such a problematic position. I remember talking about this chart last week. This is such a piss poor area to put in a double top after an interaction with this guy. And then we've broken. Yeah, gee, good lord, good lord. It's just not great, right? Get that big fat double top in here. So let's draw our break in so everybody's not confused. Putting all this into supply. And yeah, it doesn't look good, dude. It does not look good. It sucks. It sucks. I mean, like, I don't know, Bully, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, my man. I'm not a financial advisor, but it's almost like as good a time as any to close that long. Because I mean, like, I kind of feel like best case scenario is we lose this back test into it and then continue down. And so it's like, even if you waited for this leg to develop, it could still only take you right back into the general area that we're in right now. Um, and that's it. That's an if. Whereas, yeah, price is 100% here right now, and this to me is an if, not a when. That's an if because it could just fall clean through. And yeah, SL is here, and so what if we come back down to mitigate this? Um, yeah, it's got some problems, man. It's got some problems. It's got some problems. I would be nervous about that one too. Sounds like you're nervous about it, and I'm nervous about it for you. All right. Did I miss anything else in the chat? I probably did. I did. I'm an asshole, guys. Give me just a second here. We said what's up to Jay Becker. I don't think we said what's up to Jens. Top of the morning, Jens, and fine. Definitely missed that one. YY ICP, gotcha. And FTM for Ed Camp, gotcha. All right. Now I don't feel so rude, and I'm caught up on the chat, and we'll hit our ICP first. Okay. Let's just delete this stuff. Let's hope for a double bottom. I'm not ruling double bottoms out on these things. I'm really not. Oh God, look at that. I went over halfway through that. So what I'm looking for, the main thing I'm looking for here is range, initiation, mitigation, continuation, right? That's the main thing I'm looking for here. And so I go, okay, so if we are going to come back down into this prior range and mitigate something for continuation, what is the most logical thing to mitigate? In my opinion, it was probably, this to me was probably the most ideal thing to mitigate. This zone could be expanded. That is still all demand. And so it's happened, right? It's done that. It's come down and it has mitigated that. My issue is when it did so, and it comes in for this mitigation, this demand was not strong enough to bring it back over something like that. So it rolls over, doesn't re-challenge the low yet, comes back up, fails the high. So bare minimum, it is due to the failure on that high. God damn it! It's like too many other charts. It shall return to the low that created it, and my trouble is like why hold that internal range low when you could take another low right next to it. And then it's got all these potential SLs to run here. That's concerning because I'm going like, okay, yeah, I don't know. All right, I'm just trying to make I'm trying to make sense of like, okay, so if it were to hold this low and then rotate back up to this high. No, I'm with that. Like, I'm with that. I'm not ruling out a double bottom on this. I think a double bottom, at 8.839 makes sense to me. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a double bottom being placed at basically your 50% mark of your prior range, right? So say you come down and maybe sweep that one more time, and then come back up. Like this is a logical place to double bottom to me, halfway back into this guy. Um, I can't. Let's put it this way. I don't. It doesn't make more sense to have a double bottom down here. No, that doesn't make more sense at all. This is the most sensible place it could put in a double bottom at. We have no idea if it's going to do so. Well, you may. I don't. But as far as as far as a long goes, yeah, I'm not long until 8.85 or whatever. And the target for that, the immediate target for that would be 11 cents or $11 or whatever. That would be, yes. That would be the first long trade I would be willing to take. Yeah. Now, had we just continued to, did not squiggle well. Had we continued to squiggle like this down to this internal low and really flip something here, I'd say that would have been a pretty clear long. My issue is that you're building all this short liquidity, and then you come up and you run a bunch of it, and then you come back down and break this. That's not the way I like to approach a low that could be provided a potential long. I don't want to see it peel liquidity out prior to interacting with that. No, I want it all laying on the table still when we hit, so that when we run, it becomes a very easy run to go back and take that, reverse the flow and whatnot. I mean, something crazier could happen, right? Maybe it would be pretty wild. It'd be pretty wild. This statement applies to every chart we looked at. It'd be pretty wild to see these lows right here hold and to see price run back and take those highs. I do not expect that's going to happen. I wish I could tell you I did, but it'd be wild if it did. I guess it could. It'd be wild if it did. What's up with the Bitcoin? Yeah. Do you think something like ICP is going to do that, and where Bitcoin couldn't? Doubtful. Glad I got that short idea out for everybody last night. Hopefully some people are short with me right now. Hopefully that. Oh yeah, then we got to do something else. I missed something. FTM, was it FTM? ICP and FTM. ICP and FTM. Atlas Prime. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, my man. FTM. Where are you, FTM? Man, is this thing back to the point where I longed it at? No, not even close. Oh wait, no, I longed it here. What was it? I can't remember now. I got such an epic long off this. I can't remember which one it was. Anyways, doesn't matter. Does not matter to me at all. Let's get this shit out of here. Let's get that. Actually, I don't want to delete it. I want to move it up here. And now I can delete all that stuff. So yeah, definitely approaching an area that I'm very, very interested in. I can't remember what other chart we were recently looking at, but yeah, about a 50% retracement after a potential initiation. 50% retracement back into a notable unmitigated demand zone. I do like that positioning. This might be the chart that Bully was asking for this whole time. I do like this positioning. I am interested in Yeah, I'm interested in a local structure change. Let's drop down to the 15 on this one. So this is another one here. Okay, so we have one of the same local problems, and that is this peel of liquidity prior to that, right? That's an issue because see, that was all easy to run. So like I don't know that creates a bit of an issue there, but it is a yeah, I would love to see a double bottom here. I think I'd love to see that. So we've set a low, and we have set a high. We are about to take the low, and can that? Yeah, can we get down in here? This still has to be target one, no matter how you trade that. God, I don't even know if like it's this is shitty. This sucks. That sucks. Big balls. I do not like it. But it is in a very interesting area. This whole zone right here to me is very notable. And so I think it is very logical to look for long trades out of this area. And if you can get back to back to 1.1 from here, right? Like if we can lift from here, this kind of area, and come back up and break this, not SFP it and rotate back down, break it. If you can break that, well, then you got a new target on your hands after that. And so yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you recommending this one, because this does have a lot of potential to it. This does really have a lot of potential to it. So yes, I very much thank you for recommending this one. It's been a while since I looked at this. I like this chart. This chart is in need of some alerts. This chart is in need of a couple alerts. First alert I'm going to put is going to be right here on this local low. I'm going to set that on the 20-minute time frame for once per bar. And then the next alert that I'm going to need on here is going to be this one right here. And once per bar, 20-minute time frame should be fine. I want to know when those happen. I'll tell you right now, I'm not nearly as interested in potentially trading this to here. I'm not nearly as interested in that as I am interested in this to this. That I am far more interested in. Yes. This is where my level of interest is. This guy. I want to see this range. I want to see it initiate. I want to see it mitigate something. And then I want to get in for the continuation. Because I think that's the longer leg. That's where you really start to peel out some of that stuff. Yeah, I feel strongly about that. So I am going to set myself 2 alerts on FTM. I am going to do that. Myro looks interesting. Close to some longies. Myro. I don't think I've ever seen Myro, so let's take a peek at Myro. I probably will have to head out here fairly soon, just in FYI, y'all. Yep, never heard of it. What kind of history do we have on it? Let's find a different chart than that, because I don't hate that chart, but I'm interested to see if I can find something with more history to it. No. Bing X is pretty. Bing X normally has a lot of history. Gate.io. I really want to see something that goes back further, man. Bing X. No, okay. It's fine. It's whatever. It's fine, man. It's fine. No problem. It's no problem. So the problem is my ability to draw. I really want to know if it. See, my problem is I want to know what ICO looks like. I want to know if that leg of price looks like that. I really do want to know those things, but I don't know them, so whatever. It is what it is. think I'd rather just take this. Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, okay, whatever. We'll figure that out. I'm just. This stuff's all pretty internal, um, but you do have like kind of the makings of some weekly structure here. And so far we have a failure to close a weekly candle body below this low right here. And so that's relevant. That's relevant. It is relevant. Okay, so one thing I will forewarn about this. I see Let's see a couple of things locally here. I take issue with the fact that that low is unchallenged. I kind of get where this could have this presentation of like up, down, break, remitigate, and continue and run that high, right? I see where it has a bit of that presentation. There's a couple things I'm going to caution on this though. This is that big weekly or monthly low that we were looking at. As we hit it, we get good lift off of it, but it really can't even take us up above that. Cool, whatever. We start dragging back down. We set so let's start looking at some range stuff here. Okay, so we've set a little bit of a high. We set a low. Okay, there's a more clear high. There's a more clear low. And then we have this guy right here. So there's a couple things going on. Number one, you have this range. Okay, and you did sweep the bottom of that range. Okay, you did sweep the bottom of that range, and you do have the potential for demand in this area to hold and take you back up to the top of that range. It's there. I get it. But you also have this here, and you have this bigger range at play as well. Of which we have interacted with the top of this twice. I mean, albeit, yes, that is a very odd sort of setting or establishing of it. A little odd, a little ugly. But if we couldn't snap that, are we meant to roll over and come down? And this was the thing that I wanted to caution on it is, you got a low, or sorry, you got a little bit of high, you got a little bit of low, you get another high, it comes back down. Why doesn't it come from that low and take out this high, right? That's the first thing I notice when looking at this. I go, okay, well, hold on, that's a bit of a problem there. So instead, it breaks its external, it breaks this structure here, whether you're coming from this low. Come on, work with me. This one doesn't matter to me. It's a big fat breakage structure. What does a breakage structure do? It creates supply. And so, we break this leg of price right here. We come back down. Now we did hit the low that created that high, so that doesn't look too bad. But every other chart we looked at that did this kind of weird up ended up rolling back over. And considering it hit this area and is really rolling back over, and all of these lows down here are still intact. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess it's a very conflicting read because I still want to see it take some of this lower stuff, but I do have to recognize the fact that we set a low, we set a high, and yes, we broke, but that did take us back to the low that created that high, and out of there we really did get an impulse, and we are retesting the area that created the impulse. So it's reasonable to look for a long. I just think it deserves some caution. This is all just very, very, very internal price action. Yeah, so I think it does. Yeah, it very much warrants caution for me. I feel much safer about longs down in probably areas like this. Yeah, down on that guy. I feel much better about a long down there than I do about a long right here. Yep. That weekly possible SFP at 059. Buy zone. Long under, long after swapping to under 0.06. Yeah. Hey, good. A logic mindset. Good. I hopefully that all made sense for you. Hopefully that all made sense for you. Boo hoo. Boos and whoos. Where did I short this thing? Yeah, we're doing all right. We doing okay, man. We doing okay. We're doing okay on that. All right, I got time for maybe we do one more and then call it one or two more and then call it. How about Doge? I haven't done Doge in a while. Fuck, it looks like every other chart. Never mind. Boring. Um, boring. Yep. Just fucking copy and paste all the other fucking TA onto this one. Fucking same problem. Yeah. Doge is back to like 22 cents or whatever. And that is, let me actually remove all this. Actually, let's start from here. So that long idea was based on this low. My only other idea was that we would come down here, we would perform, a manipulation and then a bullish expansion. Don't I have a thing for that? Moral of the story is we did not perform a manipulation under that low and set us up for a bullish expansion. No, we that's not what we did, man. That's not what we did. We came up, we came boom, and then we slammed below it, putting in a 1, 2, 3 Model 1 distribution. And now we are underneath all that stuff, and she'll continue back down to the prior demand range down in here. No, unfortunately, I don't see a lot of love on Doge anytime soon. Nope. What I see on Doge was a epic short that was missed right here. Yeah, that'd be a fatty, right? That'd be a pretty fatty short. Oh yeah, it'd be a fat. Yep, epic short. Epic short. So no. But did you guys give me one? Good. I appreciate that you feel that my explanation was good. It's really my goal for anybody who actually cares. My goal is not necessarily to come on and stream and be like, buy and sell and move your SL and all that kind of hoopla, right? I really just like teaching. I just like teaching. I like. Yep, that's my goal. My goal is to teach, man. So that is the kindest type of compliment that you could give me. Did it really take that high? I can't recall. Oh yeah, God, brutal, brutal. But that's a top. That's a toppity top. And I know, whatever. I remember being down in Phoenix for a football game talking about shorting out of here. I'm remember that. And I'm just going to continue to bleed. Jeffrey Stonisford. It's a cool name. I like it. I want to call you Joffrey, though. All right. Yeah, hit me with like a coin or two, and then let's go have a good Friday after that. Let's go have a good Friday after that. Me actually, where am I taking profit on this Bitcoin short again? Where am I doing that? Um, nope. I think I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move my SL. I'm gonna move my SL to probably right about here, 95, 828. I think I'm just gonna move my SL there. I don't think I'm gonna take any profit on that yet. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, not much, Mark. Actually, next to nothing. I'm begging people to give me coins to do TA on, and they've accommodated me a little bit, but now they're being stingy, and they're not giving me any coins. And yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, I mean, I'm short Bitcoin on the setup I posted yesterday, and that's it. About that's oh, and then we looked at like a whole bunch of charts, and they all looked like fucking poop water. Cloudy, depressing, cold Holland. Eesh, 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 eesh. Yeah, yeah. I'm so fortunate. Like, see, I live in northern Arizona, and we have nothing but the most immaculate blue skies with gigantic puffy white clouds, like every day. You either get no clouds or you get the most beautiful, gigantic, puffy clouds that float around the mountaintops. It's fucking spectacular. It's spectacular. Always good weather. It's dumb. Vannery. Thanks, Mark. Vannery. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of good stuff to talk about on this chart, right? Yeah, plenty of good stuff. Let's go with that one. And let's have this thing on here. Cool. So is that a weekly? It's gonna be like a weekly, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so you get your weekly break of structure that occurred at 11.8. And so you have ranged, you have initiated, we have mitigated. Shall we continue to rock the mic back to a high like that? Quite possibly, quite possibly. Let's take a look at a couple of other things here. So there was our previous weekly break of structure, bearishly, leaving our supply range up there. How much do we make it into that? 50%. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense to pull back from there. Okay. Okay, so have we mitigated that and don't need to worry about? Well, we definitely don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Oh, I think I went too far down. Okay, so weekly break of structure, neat. Mitigation of prior range, cool. If there was a place inside of this range that I would ideally want to see mitigated, it was going to be this right here. Would have been it, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I especially like this because you took the low of this range. prior to breaking this local range, prior to breaking weekly structure, prior to having initiation that goes up. So I very much like this area of demand, big time. It is also, I would venture to guess, let's reappropriate our range point here. Because when we come back down in for a mitigation of a prior range, I don't like to see price go more than 50% of the way into it, which it did not do. Um, okay, all right. So all of that, and we still don't have 4-hour structure in this leg. As a matter of fact, what we have right here is a little 4-hour double top that broke that took us back down besides there. So I'm just going like, okay, where does structure start to flip again? And I'll tell you what would make it so much easier is a fucking double bottom. And I know I've been saying that for like weeks now. About double bottoms in these kinds of zones, and I haven't looked at this chart, but it's what I've said about everything else, right? So you couldn't, as you come up and you set a high and then you set a low and then you come up here again, failure to clear the high shall return price to the low that created it, which is right here. And now I run into the same exact fucking problem I had on every other chart, right? Which is, if you're going to take that low, why not just pull the other low? So for me, I love the overall macro positioning on the chart for really for for a higher low for a higher high. I love that. I just feel like my entries aren't until 10 cents or 9 cents. And that is, and again, I'm basing this off of a couple of things. One is we couldn't clear this high, and so that should return it to the low that created it. And number two is we have not flipped this external structure here. All of this stuff is still bearish, right? So I don't think the long exists here. Now, if we could have initiated up above here and came back down and mitigate, then I could say, hey, I think a long might exist here. But literally because of the failure right here, literally because of that, I have to wait until one of these gets hit. I don't even have a choice anymore. It took my choice away from me. So yeah, I need lower on Vannery, and these are just ifs. These are still big fat question marks for me. I'm interested in getting some Vannery if it dips below once. Yeah, you should be fine. You'll get yeah. You set yourself a limit order today, man. You should be filled. You should be filled before the weekend's out. Yeah, I would. I'd put money on that order filling this weekend for sure. Faux show. Fucking highlighters, man. God damn you bastards. All right, cool. So I'm probably do one more, and then I'm gonna go do other stuff and things. Wave 5 after consolidation. Yeah, I don't. So bad on wave theory or Elliott theory or any of that. I just have never taken the time to study it. But I'm gonna assume that you're talking about like this being a very bullish leg, and I think it absolutely has the potential to be a very bullish leg indeed. Yeah, man. Like as in like I think that would be the target of it right here. Yeah. I mean, the final target, right? Target one for me is always the closest, most notable high. But yeah, I'm into it, Mark. I'm into it. I think it's pretty sweet. I think it's pretty sweet for sure. Yes, snipers. Everything does look like crap right now. I'm just going to prep some more. Let's see. What does he say? I'm just going to prep some more spit money instead of Just gonna prep some more. Spend money instead of trading. Virtual USDT. Never heard of it. It'll be the last one I have time to look at. Virtually unstoppable. Yeah, that's fucking cruising, man. That thing is cruising. Man, that sucker is cruising for a bruising. Would love to long it from here. Absolutely love to long it from there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh god, I'd love to long it from there. Man, that'd be fucking rich. You set your initial range, sweep the high with like a internal model 1 sort of distribution, sweep the low, come back and break the high while printing inefficiencies on the chart. Yeah, that demand is literally halfway through this prior demand range. Yeah, I'd love to long this thing from here. Just push for a new high. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get an alert on that fucker. Yep. That's a sweet chart. Did it mitigate this prior demand? Oh, God, yeah. That's great. It's great, man. That's a great looking chart. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. Is there anything like more locally that makes more sense? Nah. Oh, I'd adjust my zone, though. I would adjust my zone. I think bigger's more better. Okay, what did we have up here? Okay, so up here we set a high and we set a low, and we sweep the high, and then we sweep the low, and it can't lift us back up here. So I think you got a short on your hands right here. The obviously stupid risky short, because nothing from the structure that got you here has broken bearishly. But fill this gap, remitigate this. That makes sense to me. Yeah, that's risky. I can't recommend anybody do that. Can't recommend that. No, it is kind of, yeah, that's pretty fucking risky. Because this isn't really looking like a great break to me. And after we pop the low, we get them both, huh? Yeah. After we pop that stuff, go away. Give me a fucking ray. If we pop that stuff, we get a nice inefficiency. Do another little double top, break, remitigate, down. Ooh, I don't know. See, because my main thing was I was looking at this break here after this boom, 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 boom. This break here going, well, wait a minute. We've already blown the low out. Can we run the high from here? But so far supply is still in control because of this break. That supply. So far, supply is still showing evidence of being in control on that. So I don't know. It's just risky. I was just playing around with some local structure. Nothing I would plan on. Yeah, nothing that excites me too much there. I think around 360 it'll hit resistance. 360, huh? What kind of resistance you got up at 360? Oh, I don't know. Nothing that I'm aware of. Maybe you just have a different chart than me. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. We had that on the OBIM, but I remember I expanded that. Did that. Okay, well then let's change our target. And let's not assume we're smarter than Mark here, and let's reset the target to 3.6. All right, let me go look through some chats here, and if you believe in the asset, then DOT seems a perfect buy right now. I don't know if like some of those coins that I bought when I first started trading and like bought at the last cycle tops, they just still frustrate me. This is one of them. This is one of them. I just have the same problems with this that I have on pretty much everything else. I have no issue with where the low was put in, but the price action that followed the low couldn't take us back up above anything. And so I either want to see a double bottom. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, it makes sense to double bottom here too. Makes sense to double bottom here. Yep. I wonder if there's, you know what? No, because no, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. This is gonna be my last trick, and then I'm gonna be out of here. I'm just doing this for my own entertainment. If nothing else, where the hell's that replay button? What this? I want it on like the 1 minute. No love. Absolutely no help. No help whatsoever. Nope, none. Let's try the 1 hour. No help. 4 hour. No help. Nope. 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 Nothing. Nope. 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 Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. I think there's like a local short coming up on this. I forgot I was in replay mode. I forgot I was in replay mode. Yeah, I think I think it'd be cool to see it hold 680. I do think it'd be cool to see it hold like this kind of internal low right here. So I'm a little bit lower than you. I'm 6.649. I just don't see a reason for it to do so. Unfortunately, I just don't see a reason for it to do so. But maybe. Yeah, still some of these same. No. Why do we peel off this liquidity and then run back down? No. All these charts look like shit. They'll look like shit. They'll look like poop. So let's just go have a good weekend instead. Let's go do that instead. Where's the yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta go. Thank God I left a reminder on my chart. I need to go fucking set my SL, change my SL. Because I said I was gonna do it, and then I never did it. move this sucker right here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Did I ever mention how much I absolutely hate these things? Oh, love-hate relationship with these stupid little tiles. But yeah, that SL is going to get moved to here. So I open at 96, 297. Yep, yep. I got in late. If you think I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you crazy. You crazy, man. You crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna change my SL to this 95, 828, whatever, in and about that region, and I'm gonna move on with my day. Y'all have a good one. Where'd my chat go? Where'd you people go? There we go. Slam Banjo, you came in right as I was leaving, man. Right as I was leaving. So you take care. We did cover quite a few coins. If you want to go back and take a look at anything, then help yourself. All right, guys. Adios, amigos. Bye bye now.